Hi and welcome to the channel. Did you know that your grass clippings can make a liquid organic fertilizer for your garden? Sounds amazing, right? Until you actually want to use it. Every time you pour it, it clogs together, it jams your watering cans, it stinks and it makes grass sludge everywhere, dirty watering cans. A mess you really don't want to deal with. And today we solving the problems around that fertilizer so that you have your free organic fertilizer in your garden. Let's go. Hi, my name is Heiko. On this channel we building DIY solutions for garden, workshop and around the house. Today I would like to show you how to make this liquid fertilizer, aka grass tea, and more importantly how to deal with it so that it is very nice to use, very convenient, and you do not have all the mess and the stinky sludge around. Grass clippings contain a lot of valuable nutrients like nitrogen, potassium and small amounts of phosphorus. I add some other greens as well, so I add everything in the liquid like stinging nettle, and I reduce the airflow by covering it up. So instead of throwing grass away, you can just use it and make a very potent fertilizer.
Making the fertilizer is actually the easy part. As you can see, the problem starts while using it. So here's the plan to solve that problem. I use a HDPE barrel as it has a very nice lid or cover at the top. And I convert that into a filter dispensing system. The goal is simple: keep the sludge and all the dirt inside and just let the clear liquid out. So here are the parts I used. What you need is a bulkhead fitting, a bigger tube with a knee and an end cap. That's it. So don't mind the exact measurements, you will find the stuff you need in your hardware store. I love using these HDPE barrels. They are really thick walled, they are sturdy, and most probably they last forever, but they come with a problem. If you need a flat, upright surface, it's hard to find on that barrel, so I have to create my own. I tried it with heating up from the outside with a hot air gun and pressing it in with a block, but that really didn't work out. So I changed my approach here. I made two wooden discs connected with a threaded rod as a kind of anvil and hammer. I heated up the barrel from the inside. That makes the heat distribution a little bit more even and a bit more efficient. And then I used both discs as my stamp to make the surface flat, and while cooling down I levered with a threaded rod, brought it in the right orientation so that it sits upright at the end. I helped the barrel cooling down with a wet rack. So if you need that step, it depends on your barrel, you have to see that, but if it is HDPE, you can heat it up and reform it, and that's a very, very nice thing about HDPE barrels. Everything was aligned, so next step is to install the bulkhead fitting. That is basically a water-type pipe connection through the wall of the barrel. Together with the bulkhead fitting, I installed one of these wastewater pipe end caps I showed you in the beginning. I used silicone to seal that against the barrel. This end cap will hold the filter at the end. To install the fitting, you need to hold it from the outside while tightening the nut from the inside. So either make sure you have unusual long arms, or you can use a little helper here.
Pull it tight, son. Pull it tight.
For the internal filter, I'm using a standard wastewater pipe that fits to the end cap we installed earlier. I drilled holes around so the liquid can flow through easily. You can do it in a pattern or random, do as you like. The holes alone are not enough to filter the particles, so for the full filter I used fly screen mesh to filter out the smaller grass debris. The filter tube sits on the end cap with a 90-degree elbow. That way the entire filter assembly simply slides into the place and can easily be removed for cleaning. Make sure that the filter is long enough to stick out of the water at the end. That way you can clean the filter by adding water. If you take out fertilizer and you want to refill the barrel, just fill it inside this tube. You create a kind of reverse flow and clean the filter.
And this now is the final result. So the sludge stays inside the filter while the liquid fertilizer runs out cleanly. Very nice, no mess, no dirty watering cans, no, floating chunks. Very nice and easy method. So if you like trying liquid fertilizer the homebrew style, this is the way. And a stress-free way, I have to say. If you have other tips or suggestions for liquid fertilizer, let me know in the comments, and I hope I see you next time around, you guys. Happy crafting.